Hello guys, welcome to Final Fantasy 15 today. We're gonna look at the Dark World.
Demons everywhere.
You know, the Dark World. Link to the past. Won't care enough time. Yeah, same thing. Well, what happens here is, in the last cutscene, Noctis is sucked into the crystal with the ring, and he remains there for, I'm not sure the exact amount of decade around. And he remains there because the ring has to absorb the crystal's power in order to be strong enough to stop the main antagonist of the game, Ardyn. So that's what happens. So we're gonna take a look at the Dark World here once we get out of the crystal. We're all alone. You spawn on the beach here. There's a dress on the table. So there's a bunch of enemies that spawn here. Some of them are unique. Some of them you can find in missions. But there's one unique monster in this area that you don't see anywhere else, which I hope they expand upon. So once you come up here, there's a bunch of skeletons, a bunch of palm berries, and there's mean Medusa. But this room's annoying. These guys have such high attack speed. That fight's quite kind of annoying. You might want to mega that. So there is an item here. There's a couple items, just mega elixirs, mega phoenixes around. The power X on the fishing platform, I believe. And I just want to talk about they should expand this area. I'm not sure if they mentioned it in the patch notes or future patch update. I'm sure they wanted to expand this, but they have not done it yet. It might take a while. But so far all we have is little beachhead and the garage. And then you're off to Insomnia, so I hope they open the majority of the world, if not the whole world, into this phase of darkness. That would be really neat. They don't even have, they can have like monster hunting, late game monster hunting bounties. They don't have to add a lot of story, just open up the world and make the game a lot more fun in the end game. Of course you can always go back, and there's lots of end game material in the normal world, but this one just adds a bit more into the game. So here's a fishing dock. Can't fish here. Tried, unfortunately. There's no one around anymore. There's occasionally a big enemy. There's a campsite that remains here, and you get a unique camping situation here that you can only come by once, and you have to cook this chilled food. Literally just a can on the beach he found. He can't really cook on his own, so that's all you get. Just a little unique camping site. He's all alone. Only has the dog. So yeah, that's just kind of neat how I put this in. Normally you don't even come here. You just run up the hill and exit the area. So anyway, there's two unique enemies. There's one right above the campsite here in the north. There's a massive tomberry here. He's blue. I'm not sure if he's in the game otherwise. I know you can fight these guys in the bounties, those legendary bounties. I know you fight two of these guys, the little Yoda masters. But this guy's blue. I don't know if that's significant or not. I don't think the other guys are. I believe they're green still. This, I think, is a unique enemy. Only to this spot in the Dark World. You can easily miss. They're kind of annoying to fight solo, but one Mega can take them out once you have a Mega Chain and max weaponry. Never mind that. You don't get anything for it, it's just there. You do get quite a bit of XP. I'm not sure how much that was. As we head north in the caves by the roads, is the unique enemy specific to this area. I don't think they're anywhere else in the game. I've never encountered them. So these guys that spawn the wall, He's level 86 or 84. He's pretty tough to beat solo. He has instant kill attacks, so you have to watch out for that. It's a pretty long fight because you're solo. You don't have Ignis's power ability or anything. You just have to work in your mega chain and use that when you can. I think it takes about 3 times in order to kill him. Otherwise, you're just trying to get that charge up. Kind of a unique fight. I don't know if it's a boss, but you can see here it faces the wall. You can spawn in certain locations. They just pop up and smack you again. Kind of neat. Then once you beat this guy, you get nothing for it. You get a lot of XP. But other than that, not much. No drops or anything. So yeah, that's that fight. There's 2 of those guys in the area, so you can kill them twice. Bunch of iron golems, and that pretty much sums up this area. I'll try to look for some out of bounds, but there might be some out of bounds here. If you can get past the road without triggering this cutscene, you'll be free to go. I haven't tested that yet. If someone else wants to test that right now, I'll probably do some more testing later. I've done some in the next area following up. I'll show you what I've found. Nothing really significant.
Talcott.
So we'll just watch this cutscene here. Kind of show the dark world around.
Yeah.
No way.
Yes way. Welcome back, Your Majesty. Yes, sir. That's right. Huh? Just a second. Said he wants to have a word with you.
He can have it in person.
He said you can have it in person. Okay. We should be there shortly, sir. Wow. I can't tell you how good it is to see you again.
Yeah, you sure look different though.
You think so? Guess I've grown some these 10 years.
10 years.
The guys must be pinching themselves right now.
Where are they anyway?
Lestalem, more often than not, but they take a lot of trips to Hammerhead.
For
Miss Cindy. You know, back at the garage. She's a tough one, but when she needs a little extra muscle out on the road, she gives him a call.
Huh.
Oh, speaking of which, the guys said they're near Hammerhead right now, so we'll be meeting them there. You know, ever since you disappeared, Your Majesty, it's been nothing but nighttime non-stop. Lestalem still has light thanks to the power plant, so just about everyone's taken refuge there.
Only there?
Everywhere else has been abandoned. Demons moved in, forcing the people to move out. People still swing by the garage at Hammerhead from time to time, but it usually isn't for repairs. These days it's less of a service station and more of a slayer station, a base for demon hunting. The garage is still open though, one of the few places that is.
So, Sid, he's still alive and kicking?
He's kicking all right, just not as hard as before. He hasn't really been himself lately. At least, not since he moved out to Lestalem. Someone suggested he move the garage there too, but old man Sid wasn't having it. He called it a big fat chocobo turd of an idea. Said it just wouldn't be the same anywhere else.
That sounds like Sid, all right.
Miss Cindy said she didn't mind either way, so the garage will probably stay put for a while. And without any tinkering to do, Ignis's gourmet seafood is about all Sid has left to look forward to. With all the demons prowling around, more folk were getting hurt. Or worse. So Iris talked the Marshal into taking out the demons themselves. Iris the Demon Slayer, they call her. Gladio and the others, they lend him a hand whenever they can. Prompto spends most of his time hunting around Hammerhead. He tries to impress Miss Cindy, but she's already married to her work.
And Ignis?
He hunts too. We tried to stop him, but he wouldn't listen. He said if anything, he's more used to the darkness than we are.
Never got his vision back.
I'm afraid not. But that being said, he gets by pretty well on his own. Gladio and Prompto usually hunt on their own as well. It isn't often you see the 3 of them together nowadays. They still work as a team every once in a while, but each has his own set of tasks to keep him busy.
Is that so?
We've arrived, Your Majesty. Everyone will be so happy to see you. Don't worry, I won't be going anywhere. If you have any other questions, please don't hesitate to ask.
Hey.
Hey? That's all you have to say for yourself after all this time?
Noct! It's you! It's really you!
I hadn't realized.
Well, well. You kept us waiting.
Not like I wanted to. We've got catching up to do.
Let's head inside.
So there's a lot of story in that cutscene, explaining all the characters' development in the past decade. So in the back of this little area, you can jump in this pipe. You can jump on these bagpipes onto this roof here. There's an oracle coin here, but I was trying to get... I didn't even notice this thing. So the developers kind of intended you to try this, but I was trying to find another way to glitch out of the map, so I accidentally found that. If you come in here, you'll find some lore. How they study photolithic particles. This basically says that these particles, upon death, Daemon presidents likely accountable for the violent ecological shifts of late. These particles that the daemons produce are the ones that blot out the light, because they absorb light, these particles. There's a little picture in the back here of a drawing of Sid, Cindy, and the bar owner here. Just a random picture. Around here there's an item in the front here. I believe it's a choker. Red choker. Is that a fishing lure? No. It has to be an item, but it sounds like a fishing lure. There's some fumbling here, and there's another piece of lore up ahead, which goes into further detail of the particle phenomena. More atmospheric conditions, light absorbing properties. Just kind of trying to give it a scientific explanation on what happened during the past decade. If you haven't checked around in this area, you'll miss those two pieces. There's some unique text here when you after you sleep in the camper here.
You're really cooking like you used to.
Well, more or less. I can manage with far less help than I required before.
You know, it's okay to ask for help. You don't need to prove anything to us.
Probably more about proving it to himself. I say we leave him to it.
Yeah, I guess that's how he got so good. Even better than before, if you can believe it.
My taste buds sure do.
Perhaps I've developed a culinary sixth sense.
Hey, Iggy, you ought to follow Wescom's example. Open up a restaurant.
I'll give the matter some thought. Assuming such demand still exists in a post-apocalyptic world.
So that pretty much shows all the lore for this dark world we have so far, but I know we want a lot more. So here's a little trick. We can jump up here, and on the side of these walls it is considered a combat area, so you can actually take out a sword and do some dashes. So you want to try to attempt to glitch out here. If you do a certain glitch or a certain dash behind this certain panel here, you can kind of get up here. Might be able to somehow jump this fence. That's what we're looking for. You can do it on the other side too. can see here we can jump up here, kind of get stuck. Trying to get around this fence is a bit tricky. Haven't found anything with it so far. You can dash across and land on this corner. It's kind of a little ledge here. Still nothing on this end. The combat zone ends here too, so you can't dash well. Just trying to figure out the bounds here. Perhaps eventually we can find something, and then that'll be nice if we can go out there exploring to see how far we can get. If you guys want to fool around out here, try to skip the initial cutscene to get here. Try to find a way out, that'll be nice. There's some ways out of Insomnia now. I'm not sure if those are patched out yet, but I want a way into this world. I know they talk in the lore about Lestalem being the last forefront of humanity on this continent, at least. So if we can get away at least over there, that'd be pretty nice. See what Sid's up to. Yeah, so that's all about this video. Want to see if we can get out here eventually. So have a good day.